Nesiparink dar niekada nebūna taip anksti čia žmonių, tai kaip linksma iš kito galo jūs matyt. O jūs girdit mane?
O dabar tu mus girdi?
Aha.
O aš tavęs nematau.
Nu, tai gal aš nenoriu, kad tu mane matytum.
Ai, gerai. Ai, va taip, aha. Bet žinok, čia yra vaizdas daug gražesnis, nes ten namuose, kai žiūri, tai kaip apie nabašniką sėdi.
Nu, tai taip, jo, šitą.
Nu,
Ten reikėtų kažkam tikrai pagulėti per vidurį.
na, gal nereikia. Bet žinok, labai paprastai čia viskas pasijungia.
Nu, tai super puper, kaip sakoma.
Tik tai nežinau, gal garsas tas.
Žinok, labai, man tai viskas puikiai girdisi, tik tai dar, kai prasidės, pažiūrėk, kur talas atsisės, nes, tipo, reikia, kad jisai girdi, bet
Talas čia sėdi, va dabar kaip, ar girdisi, kai šneku?
Bet nesimatoma, taip.
jo, bet tada nesimato, bet esmė, kad jūs turbūt pitchinsit, nes, sveiki, jūs turbūt pitchinsit, nes...
Kas jūs vienas tik tai, Simonas?
Ai, vėl pamiršau, nu jo, turbūt tik vienas ir bus.
Vėl ateina dar.
O kaip patylinti čia šitą?
Kam patylinti, alio, labą dieną.
O rimtai, kaip čia patylinti? Kaip čia tave nutildyti?
Netylink. Koks šnekėt žmogui.
Šis išjungia.
Mūsų turbūt tik tiek įdėlus mikrofonas šitas. Ar šitas?
Tikrai ne šitas, kur dabar tapšnojat.
Gal šitų
Jo.
Tada gerai.
Tai reikia tam, kad jis būtų arčiau to, kas šneka, tai va.
Lauk, biškai dabar. O dabar žiūrėk, tu mūsų negirdėsi, ką mes šnekam, apie tave pakalbėsim.
Jeigu dabar kažką kalbi, tai negirdžiu.
Ai, gerai, labai gyriam tave.
Ne, tai aišku.
Gerai.
Veik.
Veikia.
Tuo sėdėsim.
Nu, bet tik tai, bet Zoom'e pačiam nėra žmonių kažkada.
Nu, greičiau baigsim. Vis niekur nėra tų žmonių.
Mariau, o ką nors pakalbėkit, aš noriu paklausyti, ar girdžiu jūs.
1, 2, 3. 1.
Gerai. Ačiū.
O aš jau pažįstu iš nuotraukų, čia Marius, o čia Ignas. Taip?
Taip.
Nu, va.
O čia ta, kur spamina jum pastoviai.
Tai viena Lara, kita Milda, reiškia.
Taip.
Laura.
Nu.
Laura, tas jums spamina.
Jo.
Malonu pamatyti.
Nu gerai, žodžiu, gali varyti iš čia.
Ačiū tau, nesidėsim.
Parašyk, ar balas.
Ne, tai tu pabūk, dar pabūk.
Aš einu įleisti naujų žmonių, reikia į atranką.
Jaunimas, tai čia
Gerai, aš tada va taip padarysiu.
Ai, ir aš padarau auditoriją hostų, tai jau dabar neišeikit.
Ką sakei dabar?
Tau nebus mums.
Dariau auditoriją hostų, tai neišeikit dabar. Kodėl tu man, Laura, garsą išjungi, aš nieko negirdžiu, kas vyksta.
Tai būtent dėl to ir išjungiu tave.
Tai viskas gerai.
Tada.
Nuo ten.
Simonai,
Hello.
Mantas, where are you? Mantas, this is ground control to Mantas.
Here. Hello.
I heard that you wanted to meet me, that you need some of my time, yes?
Yes. I will try to involve that. Just haven't enough time for it yet. So I will,
So
I will
listen,
try.
it looks like we don't have too much audience. So maybe we will have time, we can discuss, but you have my WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, I have.
So send me now a WhatsApp, please.
Yeah.
Send me a WhatsApp, and let's connect between us, we don't need all this fuss. Who also wanted to meet me?
I will.
Darius, but did you take a slot on the one-on-one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, on Thursday.
So you're gonna come to Patsy and meet me?
Yes.
Good. I think everyone, I mean, you should come to Patsy. No, we have good meetings in Patsy.
Yes, of course. I will be the first.
You are the first?
Yes,
Come
I'm
on.
the first in Patsy. Hello.
So listen, what I think will do all of you good is if you will have your presentations ready, because I want you to present to me today the best you can. Maybe you didn't get ready or no big deal. The thing is that first I will see the slides and I will hear you speak. This is why we are here for, and I will try and sharpen more, okay? Okay, guys, have a seat. Hello, how you doing? What up? You were not late, I was early. Remember. Good. Sorry, I didn't bring the sandwich. Didn't work this time. Total opposite, I would say, of sun. But today's not that cold. It used to be really cold. You don't get used to this cold, right? I mean, you live here all your life. I mean, this is for you every day. Almost. But you get used to it. You get used to feeling cold. I mean, you feel cold like me, right? You don't feel less cold than me. Oh, you don't have little feel thicker blood than me because you don't feel that you like to think so, but you don't. You're cold like me, and you like heat, no? Or some problem. Okay. Are we already also recording on this? Good. So, let's start. What I would like, first of all, hello to everyone. Thank you for indulging me in coming here to meet me. I would, so today is, so this week, this meeting and next meeting are the final, hello Jonas, are the final sessions of your cohort. After this, you get license, driver license, and you can drive your startups over the cliff and fall on your face. Free fall. On February 10, you will have the demo day. The free fall. The free fall. I would advise you to know who are you gonna meet in demo day. You need to ask to see, to know who are the investors, and I'm emphasizing investors. You are not interested in anyone else but the investors. Because in demo days, usually people come, lawyer, schmoyer, accountant, graphic designer, waste of time. You need to know the investors and you need to do some research. may I advise you to be little bit different. By the way, why do I see only Darius and Jonas? Where are the rest? I mean, I'm supposed to see on the screen. Mandas, you're here. Who else? Oh. Why, you've been hiding from me? I need to ask you to come. Okay, listen. Please try this time, because this is final event. This is your final opportunity. Be a little bit different than usual, meaning decide between yourselves who is going to research on which investor and share with the group what you found about the investor. Now, what is interesting? Number one is to know they have money. You need to know they have money. It will be maybe surprising to you that some investors don't have money. Not because they don't have, they just finished the money. You say, thank you so much.
Yeah,
You say this
I was
is
talking with startup wise guys, and they told me that they are finishing their first fund, and they don't have money now because they are opening a new fund in a few months.
This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly the kind of information you need to know. Laura, it's also important for you to listen just before you leave. Demo day is about investors. Do you know already the investors that will participate?
Yes, some of them.
Please share them as quickly as possible with the guys, with the people, with the ladies, because they need to start and learn who are those investors. And number one that you should expect, but maybe you say, Tal, it's not nice to ask someone, are you a real investor? If he said, we need to make sure they have money. Wise guys, by the way, we all know is no more. I mean, the 4 guys of Wise Guys left Wise Guys.
Oh, really?
Of course, don't you know? That's the biggest news in the region. The 4 guys, you know this probably, the 4 guys who were Andra and Dimitri, and they are no longer with Wise Guys. They said bye-bye Wise Guys. And they opened their own program. Today? Today, 2 months, 3 months ago. Where are you? You don't live here. I know this from Israel, and you don't know it.
They're talking to us, Dimitri.
But they will change.
They were introduced as still startup wise guys and startup wise guys. but they're
Startup
still
Wise Guys, the 2 ladies and 2 men who were Wise Guys, left Wise Guys. There is no longer them or not Wise Guys. Now they call themselves something else. But there are no Wise Guys anymore. Now Wise Guys is thinking what to do. You need to know this.
Yeah, but I was talking with Dmitry and he hadn't told me.
But of course, it's Lithuanian. Why should we tell you anything? This is how you work here. Securitate, KGB. You don't speak, but you need to know. You need to know. There is no reason for you to know if he doesn't tell you. This you have me. I know. Okay, now you know. Now it's not really important. What's more important is don't care what's your program called. Do you have money? And you said right. What did he tell you? Don't have money. Honestly, why? Because they haven't formulated something to get the money. Okay, so you need to know, and if Laura here says she knows, can you share maybe just one name that you know? Don't say 70 ventures.
No.
Okay,
I have to check.
okay. Now Laura told that she knows or she will check. The expectations from you now is to not let her go until she tells.
Simon has a question.
Yes.
What's wrong with 70 ventures?
No. I said I know that usually 70 venture comes. Give me something in. I know 70 ventures. And I know that what's his name is from 70 ventures. Gitanis will be.
But they are working only with B2B sectors. So
And now, again, okay, guys,
so we
you
should
say,
know.
guys, exactly, 70 ventures. Well, if you are, I don't know, social, you're not interested. So when you speak, don't speak to Gitanis. It doesn't make sense. You're wasting your time. This is what I mean. Now, this is something that you, between yourselves, you need to share it.
No, I'm sharing that. Because I was working on that.
It will be very nice of you as a group, as startups, don't wait for anyone to do your job, is to put yourself in a table. Right, these are the investors offered by Tech Hub. Guys, this guy, so they are only into this. Write it in the table and share it between you, be nice. So you will know who you're speaking.
Okay, I will share only with one.
One,
Iron Wolf Capital.
Thomas. Good luck to you all with finding money from Thomas.
What do you mean?
Everyone understood what I mean. Good luck. But okay, talk to Thomas. Listen, we always bring the 70 Ventures, the Iron Wolf, the Smart Gut. Maybe we should ask ourselves how many of them invested in any of our startups. Let me help you, 0. So why do we keep on calling them? Because they don't invest. Wise Guys, by the way, is a program. It's not an investor. It's a program that gives 50K, but it's a program. It's another accelerator. They are looking for investors. We should bring them real investors. Not someone who calls in and doesn't have money, or someone who is just another program. They don't want to do another acceleration. Why should they go to Wise Guys and do another accelerator? They've been here. Tech Hub should tell them, don't go. I mean, you're my graduates. Why? But they're giving also 50K, and let's say they want to see some sales, they want to see something.
Maybe you can find investors.
Yes, and maybe I can find investors, but I'm not asked to
Then
do
would
that.
they,
And I'm not even invited, and I'm not invited to the moderator, and I saw that you chose a moderator. Someone,
Yes, Lenas.
who is he?
He's
Professional moderator, very renowned in the region.
very known here. Yes, he
To
is.
whom is he known?
Here,
To what does he do? What's the profession?
national level.
What?
National level.
Yeah, but what is his job? Is he moderate events? That's
Yes.
his job?
Yes.
So he's a professional moderator.
I think he's a journalist. Something like that.
Also, it's a journalist. Okay.
Why Simona is not doing that? Because
She cannot do all. Even.
because I saw that the last day she was
Yes.
participating.
Yes, okay, so we decided that Laura, when she can, she will do. Now, it is also expectation of Tech Hub, and I'm speaking now on behalf of Laura, is if you know potential investor, share with Tech Hub. Tell Laura, listen, we know this guy, but we don't want to invite him. She will call. Tell her help here, and she will do the call. For her, it's easy. I mean, she's Tech Hub. She's not a person in Tech Hub. Someone will say, maybe he likes you, you don't. She can do it. Can you do it?
Yes.
Of course. So if you see someone, by the way, not in this case, not just an investor. Why? Because you will find that maybe a corporate, what we call CVC, a corporate venture capital, or a corporate in general, would like to invest in you. So you would like also potential customers who might become investors also. So please, if you can do it yourselves and you need the help of Tech Hub, please reach out by a mail or however, and write to Laura, please. This is the person from this company. Can you please approach and say, hey, how about you be our guest? We'd like to see you with us. It's also good for the Tech Hub. So I'm saying, try and be a little bit more creative. Otherwise, this demo day will be an event that nothing will come out of it. And just to say, to put expectations, no money will be raised in demo day. The only thing that will happen is that connection. Then after will maybe become something good. So what we would like to do more today is to discuss your presentations in way, of course, not all of you have time to present, and we have also Wednesday, and you will have your one-on-one, but in regards to the presentations, which I think, or at least I hope you have done several times already, because you had 2 rehearsals. Did you, okay, so did you present in one of them at least and receive feedback? This feedback made sense to you? Did you change? Not, you don't need to answer. But how did it in the end affect your presentation? If you did, good. If you implemented, good. But I want us all to remember, investors are people. Just like you, just like me. That's it. And as people, well, you can interest them same way something interesting you. The fact that they have money is really not that interesting. It's a fact, but it's not interesting. The fact that you don't have money also is not that interesting. So what I want to, yes, it's okay. So what I want to say by the way, when Laura, when we finish, we just close and go.
Yes, yes, thank you very much.
Sure, bye-bye. So what I want to say for this matter is that probably this investor will be interested not just in giving you money, but also maybe giving you advice. Now, I want you to think about something which is supposed to make sense to you. How about you're an investor and I reach out to you and I want to interest you in my startup? And let's say we kind of chit chat a little bit and you kind of impressed with me because you speak nice. It seems that I'm very knowledgeable. Just put an emphasis. Being knowledgeable is very impressive. Being silent and smiley, less. So you need to be knowledgeable. You need to show it. No one can look at you and say, oh, you're knowledgeable, you're not. You need to hear you speak. Speak to the point. But let's say again, you found me interesting. And what I do, you say, well, you know, I'm speaking as an investor. I'm not a programmer. I don't know much about the business, but generally I think that I hear a lot about cyber. Let's say I hear a lot about people being sick at a later stage where honestly someone could have maybe find it earlier and let them live better life. Yes, I heard about it a lot. What, you can do it? Yes, we can. Okay, wow. So what do you need? So we need your money. Oh, wait, we need your money. Then the agenda will be towards, so let's see what happens. So you are going towards him, he's going towards you. So we need money. Automatically what happens is one step back. Wait. Now, it was not surprising to him that you need money. It was clear, he's an investor, but now starts this dance. You come towards, he goes towards. He takes a back, you take a step. This is the dancing. Now, think about yourselves. If I reached out to you and said an idea you found interesting, and now comes the money part. Now, let's say, just for the example, that you have 10,000 euros in your bank account. 10,000 euros that sit there for whatever reason, for future investment, for your security, but it's there. And I'm asking you from the 10,000, I need 8,000. Let me help you. Your reaction is, sorry, not for me. Too big a risk. I'm also giving you almost all I have. But let's say I want just what? 1,000. Okay, what happens now in our mind is that, okay, I'm willing to talk to you. 1,000 is not a big risk. So you say, okay, give the money. So what do I get? Now comes second stage. Okay, what do you want? What do you give? I can give equity, my shares. Are you a company? Yes. Anyone else have shares? No, just me and my founder, co-founder. Okay, how much will you give me? And now you take a step back and say, wait, 1,000. This, and I will give what? This starts, now he waits, yes, he looks at you, he waits. Now he knows what's going on in your mindset as you know what's going on in his. And let's say you go back to him and say, well, you know, for 1,000 euro, I'm willing to give 5%. So 5%, what's 5%? Just give me 1,000 euros. Well, it's 5%. What do I do with the 5%? Then I'm just describing what's going on in reality, just to make you understand that from seeing an investor shaking the head, getting the money, oh my God, is that a long ride? And even so, and let me share something with you right now that is happening for me. I have a proposal from a startup to invest money. They are offering me 5%, but in this case, they're offering me to buy from another co-founder his share. That's the proposal. Now they ask for the money, I have the money is not the issue. Meaning the money is there, it's always the issue. It's there. Now I'm talking to you and thinking at the same time for myself. So what is stopping me from transferring the money? Well, if this was someone local, it would be more easier because I speak the language, I know the culture, and I'm just next to the startup. But in my case, that's in a different country. Now, I don't know what will happen. I don't know exactly. I don't know the language. I don't know the culture. I'm interested about the startup, and I'm feeling very good about the team. Also, I see achievements. I see already some purchase orders that were given to the startup, so I know they can deliver on their word. But still, I know inside of me, I did not make the investment. I'm saying this because I was texting with them on the way here. We met with them a week and a half ago, and the proposal is on the table for another 2 weeks. After it, something happens with the company, and then I'm out. And what I'm trying to describe to you is what's going on with investors. First of all, especially private investors, where we are taking their money, different little bit than, let's say, Wise Guys is an example, because it's not someone specific in Wise Guys, it's the program's money. It's their investors. It's like a VC if you think about it. So as a VC, I'm not running my personal money, I'm running someone else's money. I'm less sensitive. Still, I know that if I invest in you, I need to show return on investment. I still need to get permission. I need to show for it. I need you to work for it. So what the state of mind you should be in is not be like a child saying, okay, give me the money. And when you're not getting it, is explaining to the investor that you are fully understanding what's going on in their mind right now. And try and support it. Not just pushing, telling him, well, you know, if you have any question, reach out to me. I don't want to reach out to you. But try and solve the problem for them. Try and close the gap between you and them as quick as you can, with all the time offering them the solution to the problem that they are facing in their minds. But also be quick to respond when they ask you questions. For instance, okay, I'm giving you the money. Can you sign that you're not leaving the company? No. What do you mean to sign? Well, this is prison. Well, I don't want, if I want to go, well, you can go. What do you mean I can go? For instance, why? Because I give you the money. And what happens if you're out? What happens if you and your co-founder start fighting? Where's my money? Well, we ate your money. So, no, can't. So what happens then? You need to be ready for such questions, because this is what you would ask someone if you lend him money. And this is what exactly they're doing. They are lending you, not giving you the money and saying bye. They are lending it, expecting to receive back. I hope it's clear to you that everyone giving you the money is expecting to get it back. Are you clear on this? Now, the one thing they will not maybe ask is guarantee. Meaning, give me a guarantee. Sorry, you don't have the money, I take your car. No, this only the bank does. But otherwise, what? And again, all the time ask yourself, what is it that if the tables were changed and I was the investor, what will persuade me to do the investment? What do I want to hear that say, you know what, okay, I go for it. And it's that not easy. And it's very personalized. But if you will find what makes you think about it, probably you will get it 90% of the time with others. The big question remains, do you need the money? Do you really, 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 really want to work for someone who gives you the money? Do you want this? Do you understand your lives will change after receiving the money? Mantas, do you understand that your life is going to change when you get the money? Do you understand that once you get the money, you work for someone who will expect reports, will expect to know when you're taking vacation and why? He would like to know where you're going. He would like to know why you're not keeping your word, why there are no 5 other customers, why is the product late? Do you understand this? This is the
I understand that my life will be owned by investor.
Do you, I mean, are you okay with it?
Well, yeah, before being there, you cannot tell if you are okay with that, but well,
I want you to understand, guys, but this is how it is because you would like it to be the same. Darius, what do you think?
It's part of the game.
Okay, you said these are the rules of the game. So yes, I'm willing to sell my soul to the devil.
At least you will learn something.
Well, that's something that I think that if you could sign on what you just said, everyone would like to invest in. The problem is that you don't know. It's a big risk. But still, I understand what you said. I mean, this is the way to go if you want to go this way.
It's,
Also,
like when you go to skiing into the mountain, you can get injured, and it's probably more percent that you get injured, but you're still going to do that.
well, I only take a nylon bag and sit on it, so I don't know much about ski. But I will say that it's not for everyone, but you should consider it again. When you take the money, just know very well what do you intend to do with it. And let me tell you, probably all of you are going to use the money for what? To pay salary someone else. This is what you're going to do. You're going to enslave yourself with someone else's money to pay someone else's salary. Why? Why do you want to do this? I mean, why is it that you can't find by yourself this other person, this one more guy that can do part of the work without getting someone else's money? Why do you need to rely on someone else's money to pay salary? Just think how stupid it is. What are you doing exactly? So take a loan from the bank. The one thing that will happen for sure is no one will run after you as long as you're giving the payments, the installments, and they will give it to you for maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years with some interest. Maybe it's good. Maybe the investor is not such a good idea. Again, unless, and just remember, you just mentioned wise guys. You know the wise guys contract says, I will give you 50K, but I will take, two things will happen. First of all, I give you the same valuation. The valuation you will receive from them is around 800,000. That's the number in the contract, which for this, they will take, for the 50K, you do a quick calculation. Too much. They will take 8 to 12, they will take equity. Now, see what the contract says. And by the way, their contract is, I would say, generally average. All of a sudden, you don't talk to anyone before you tell us. You don't take anyone else's money before you tell us. Don't just tell us, get our approval. So, excuse me? Now to get more oxygen, I need you to agree that I will, otherwise I will die. The answer is yes. Look at the contract. Oh, did you ever, any of you, went to Google, wrote term sheet agreement with the investor and read it and see what you committed yourself to? I think that you will read it one time and go, oh my God, I'm selling everything I have for what? To work for someone. This will be the first feeling you will have. Let's see Darius after this being so smiley and saying, well, that's the rules of the game. I mean, everyone does it. Yes, everyone does it. Mostly no one survives it, but I don't know. I hope that it will be different.
So it says 10 or 15%. 15% only take meeting with investor.
Yes.
10, 8, 15%.
And 50% of equity.
Yeah, they take equity.
Only 50% or.
No, I'm saying that the number, if it's 6, 8, 15, that's not the important. The important is what is the restrictions you are taking on yourself. Read the contract. Probably you will not read it. You will have a lawyer reading it for you and going, well, you know, that's, as Darius said, that's the rules of the game. I mean, it's kind of generic. But would you like to live this way? Well, I can say, yes, startups live this way, but at least they need to know what they, and then think, so I really need this money. And then you will tell me, you know what, if for 50%, at least I get $1 million, okay. okay. Get peanuts, 50K? It's not 2 months, 3 months. What, even in Lithuania, don't think it's smart. Like, okay, 50K I will last a year. How? You don't need to eat. You don't take salary. Why are you crazy? I'm not saying you drive a Mercedes, but if you need to eat, and what do you think that they will say? Don't take a salary? I'm telling you, there will not be a one investor that will agree when you say, I will not take a salary. Not a one. He will say how much. He will say maybe taking 10,000 is too much, but no one will take you not to take it. I mean, you're keeping his money. It's clear that you need to eat, so don't be smart. I will not take. Not permitted. Not permitted not to take.
You know, they have Lithuanian mental structures. They say that that startups founders they just don't need to take money. They just show in
Very bad.
that it's only zero money.
Very bad.
I don't know why, but they say that.
Afraid maybe people.
Very bad. I'm saying again, exaggeration, being a pig is not nice, but big, little fat, yes.
And they
It's
want to
okay.
say that we need to work 8 to 12 hours per day and for nothing. This is how startups in Lithuania works.
Who says like this?
Lithuanian lectures we have. So, and we have to work without nothing. So we need to leave our day jobs and
Okay.
do startups and live for nothing, for
I-
zero money. And for 50K, we should give 10 to 15%. So that's how Lithuanian startups work.
Okay, let's just.
Hunger
separate-
Games.
What?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yes. But let's separate between the things. Let's separate equity per money invested to how you should run the startup. First of all, if I'm you, I'm saying, welcome to my startup. Thank you for investing, but it's my startup. Yes, you have, so it's ours. But why did you take me? Didn't you take me to manage it? What, are you managing it? If you're managing it, here are the keys. Give me the money, I'm sitting here. You want me to run it, let me run it. Now, number one. Number two, always you need to take a salary. Yes, there is a way to have discussion about how much you need. By the way, I would expect an investor to tell to the startup, I don't even expect you to take the same salary all the time. I need you to take salary according to what you need. And if you need little less and you can allow it, do. If you need more, do. But when I do an investment, when I, Tal, invest in a startup, I sit with them and I see what to say, you know, the bleeding rate. I expect them to tell me what will be the average. I'm not expecting them to be Superman. They are not impressing me by saying, okay, we don't need this. I'm not impressed. I'm very worried. Very worried. Because it means that the money will come from somewhere else, meaning they will not be 100% here. So why am I here? Not allowed not to take a salary. Whomever tells it, are you having a salary? Good, you're not out. I don't want to hear you. It doesn't make sense. If you want to be full in, you need to earn from being full in.
What is more, they told me that it would be better if I invest my money, do not take salary and just take 50K from them. So this is the best way they want to hear about startup.
Okay.
So because it shows that I am very believing in this startup. That's why
I would love to meet the people that you spoke to. Okay. Again, not everything that you said makes sounds insane. Not everything, but that should be also realized that you should get a salary for working. If you're not getting salary, you are bringing it from somewhere else, and it's unacceptable because then you're not 100% in the startup. How about I answer them? Listen, I hear what you say. I'm just saying, do you realize I need to eat? Yes. So let's do like this. I will work only 90% and 10% I want to hear the answer. Because if they have a trick to show me how I do 100%, don't get salary, invest a little I have aside and stay alive, if they can show me, I'm willing to go for it, but probably you understand it doesn't make sense. And I don't know, average, I will say, I don't want to say the word normal, but average investors totally understand it. Of course, VCs understand it also. So what is left for you to do is just to make sense when you speak. And now I wanna, if you have any questions about it, if not, if you have, you can of course shoot away and ask. I want to speak about a little bit about the presentation itself, how I recommend it will happen. Now, it has a lot of 5-cent psychology or some tips and tricks I'm giving you. You will not, of course, follow all of them, but at least try and follow some of them. First of all, be sure that your success relies on how well you prepare yourself, how well you prepare in knowing who you're going to talk to. How well are you prepared in opening your presentation and just running it? Only if you have a video that it runs, that everything kind of clicks. Investors are people. And when you are so-called called to give or to invest or to see you bought a ticket for the theater and you see it. And they start the play and there is no sound. What do you feel? Where's my money back? Well, what's going on? This is not professional. You need to be professional. Investors are very, very attentive to professional, to knowledge, to professional, to respect. It needs to click once you open the presentation. And the only thing they all want to hear is that you are there for them. You appreciate them for coming and listening. You are super concentrated on those 3 minutes that you need to present. That's your money time. What happens before and after doesn't matter. But if you will be like, I don't know, not concentrated, you forget the words, it doesn't open, you press click, it doesn't move, you speak, you don't move the slides, they look at the presentation, misspelling in English, that's it, you're out, there is no second chance. You would not like to listen, even in a lecture in your own language, opens a presentation with spelling mistakes. What is your immediate feeling? Why am I here? I will listen to advice from this person who doesn't know to spell? You cannot fall on these stupid things. Cannot. Yes, be different. Yes, remember of the name of the people that you are presenting to. Speak to them in personal. Know to know something. Know to say, for instance, I'm presenting something on, I don't know, whatever startup I'm talking about, and say, for instance, Tal, well, you know, I was searching you and I saw that you showed a lot of interest in so and so. Make it personal, because then you get my attention, because you just said my name. You searched me, the 2 things that we all adore for feeling special, is that someone took the time to search us, okay? You start the presentation, happy face, not gloomy, no, happy face. Thank you for coming. Present yourself. Tell who you are. If your co-founder is with you, present. Don't forget them. We are very attentive to this. Then you start. You start with the problem. Needs to make sense. Then the solution needs to make sense. I told you, remember also about the time. We all have problems. We are not here to listen to your problems. We're here to listen to your solutions. Please come and present a solution. Don't present a solution 15 or 20 seconds out of the presentation. Take the time to present the technology, the solution. And it needs to be technology, not next to technology, not near technology. It needs to be technological, not too deep in terms of speaking the code, but it needs to make sense. It needs to be something that when you hear one another, you say, well, yes, I understand, and second, it makes sense. Then you go for the rest, and believe me, the rest is really not that important. The target market, how big, what's the potential, really not interesting. The investors should know better than you what is the potential. This is what they do. They listen to companies like you day in, day out. It's not someone who is bent in real estate that comes to listen about biotech. He is an investor. Even if he did not invest in biotech, he knows what a startup is. And I know the names. This is why they keep on bringing the same ones. The 70-20, the wiser, this is what they do. And they all look for potential. They look for maturity. They want to know that their money will be used for good use by people who know what they do. So of course your experience is very important. Of course, that if you have run 2 businesses in your life, I want to know about it. I don't want to know if they all failed. I just want to know that you have. Don't give all the details if no one asked you. Be precise. Know what you're talking about. Show them that you know what you're talking about. And let this competition quickly. Business model. Have a business model. Have a business model. Not a B to Z, it's nothing. How am I going to earn money? I want to know how money is going to come to your pocket. Explain to me. This is important. The rest is really, really less. Of course, talk about the team. Now, what do I want to know about the team? Okay, let's say you have 10 certifications from 100 universities, but how is all this good for me as the one giving me the money? I want to know that you know. I want to know that you believe in the idea, that you are fully committed, that you are full time in this, that you are all in this. This is something that you would like to know if I'm coming to you for investment. You would like to know how much you would like to feel, how much I believe in it, how much spirit, how much motivation. I'm speaking, I want it and I want it. And my team is in and we're working day and night. Yes, tell it to me. I want to know. I want to know my money is put in a good place. I want to know that you have managed money before, not just your allowance from your parents, the 20 euro they gave you. I ran this. No, that's not a business. What's your business? Where is your credentials? Who knows to say a word about you? Who did you speak to? You're going to sell it to, I don't know, clinics? How many clinics do you speak to? What did they say? Can you give me a name of a clinic? Is it a chain or a one clinic? I want to know. I want to feel that this is something that at least I will say, guys, I'm very impressed. It's going to be next week. Because nothing more than that will happen. You need to understand. No one will say, okay, what's your bank account? I'm going to send you the money. It doesn't work this way. You start due diligence. They will go over all the details, all the documents, all the contracts. This is due diligence. This is how you do it. You know the point. You heard about due diligence, where your investor goes over everything you have done. And then he finds that, okay, where's the cap table? I mean, your equity. Where is the 100? So you have 70, good, and you have 22. Okay, where's the rest? Oh, so we gave one to the designer. What? What is the designer? She has 1% of the company. Where is she? Oh, she did the job, and now we don't need it anymore. And where's the 1%? She has the 1%. She worked for this. Really? Now I have so my board has a graphic designer in the, why, are you crazy? Go take it back. She said, how can I take it back? I gave this as salary. He said, I don't care. I don't care. Give it back. I don't figure it out. With my money? No, not with my money. With your money. Now I understand. Yes, this is how it works for Darius, because he knows how things work. This is how it works. Get everything back. Show me the cap table. When are you going to deliver? What's holding you from delivering next week? What did you wait for my money to deliver? Oh, so you have a great idea, but now you're just waiting for my money to start it? No one will give you the money. No one. If you will not show for yourself, if you will not show some traction, some capability. This is what they want to hear. The rest is bullshit. Don't care for your B2B. Don't care for your target market being to 5 trillion. Not interesting. Tachlis. You know the word tachlis? No, search it. Tachlis. Bottom line. Something real. This is what they want to hear. Now think for a second. Can you deliver it? I want you to listen to yourself when you are trying to do what I just said. Can you deliver this promise? Can you speak in this language? Can you show so much motivation? Also, if you're behind the screen, but you're supposed to be physical, so you're going to meet them. Reach out to them. Don't wait for the event. You came into the room, good. Don't care for your friends. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Enough. Now, where's the investors? Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Listen, I was really waiting for you to come. I was not sure you're gonna come. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you're here. Who will not want to know you when you speak this way? Who will not say to, okay, well, tell me who you are. Well, thank you for asking. So I do so and so, and by the way, well, I don't want to spoil it because you know I'm going to present and I just want to be nice, but I do so and so and so. Maybe he can tell you, okay, come to my office. Maybe you close the meeting or before you make the presentation because you make sense, because you're different than others. That's in hey, how you doing, just wasting time. Don't be like that. That's your money time, especially during COVID when you don't know when you will meet them again. But think there is a good chance that at least the one that you really wanted because you searched them before, the one that was so important for you said to you, oh, Nathan, come to it's my number, come. And you have, now think what happens when you present. You will be so powerful when you present because you have closed what you came for. Try and do it for yourselves to feel so good about it when you do presentation, when you said, hey, I secured the meeting that I wanted. Oh my God, I can go home. You know, we all act when we say we have nothing to lose. This is when we're strong because we have nothing to lose. Then you are feeling that you can say to people to their face what they, you have nothing to lose. What you can do to me? If there was a small ant and I can tell you what I want, would I be afraid of it? I will tell it exactly what I want to do. This. Be like this, but it's all here. It's all here, but if you come late, the presentation is not fully ready, you don't dress well, you're wasting time with jokes to Darius instead of finding, why are you here? Darius, it was not something about you, yes, you know, you're very attentive, so I'm playing with you a little. But do you understand what I mean? Can you be like that? Don't be reserved, be out the best, not smiling, giving the eyes. What are you, Superman with laser eyes? No, smile. Be inviting. You shake hand. It looks good, amazing. You see your friend. Hey, Darius, can you make a photo for us? No. Oh, thank you. Then when you write the mail after, hey, thank you. You said we're gonna here's our photo. Who doesn't like to see his photo and smile? Then you write him the message in the mail. You put so he knows at least who you are. Make sense in things. It's like so easy. It's on the palm of your hand to do. Don't be the one who says, shit, I could have done it different. Oh my God, I came not ready, with no importance. Be there present. Come ready. You have so much time. You have 3 weeks to come ready. Was that clear enough?
Need to rest now.
Let's take rest. Guys, we're taking a few minutes for rest. We'll come at 5. You have 9 minutes to enjoy.
Tais rimtais dalykais, meditacijom vos ne ten save ir vienu žodžiu dabar niekur neinvestuoja ir ten išsivarinimas yra žmogus. Kas užsiparinęs?
Kažkas ten turbūt, aš neturiu žmogus.
Danas blogas, to nebetas čia. Šitą čia politika atėjo.
Čia paskui išėjęs iš ten, man pamazė, būtų neįsigavo, aš nereiks. Jau čia verslą daryti.
Ne, tai pamatė, kad neįs daug apgal žmonių ir prisidėjo.
Jis nėra toksai, man atrodo,
Fuleč. Idėja, jisai geras. Ne, dabar ką, man įdomu, 5 žmonės gali padaryti 10 000 testų per metus, 10 000 per 800 skaičiuoja, gauja 8 milijonų. $100 billion.
Yes, you have?
No,
Will you have?
not yet.
Oh,
Working on it.
Not yet is the good answer.
Working on it.
Mhm. So, guys in the screen, where are you?
We are back.
Good.
Right here.
Mhm. Did any feedback until now, guys, from what you heard? Any questions, anything that you want to share? Mantas, Jonas, Tadas, guys, anything that you want to share from your side, from your experience maybe? Not? Tadas, what's up with you, buddy? You seem to
fine.
be very, very thoughtful. Guys, hey? Yes, Tadas.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what you said about the money, that I think that most of us don't need only money. We also need people with experience, and maybe in certain fields, because let's say in my case, at least now, I know that there are not many funds here in Lithuania who would help me with education that I'm doing. I mean, with the business I'm in. And it's quite important. While you are looking for the people who would invest, you also should look for the previous experience, whether they can help you in that field, not just success at all, but in particular field. Yeah.
Mhm. Which comes to a good point, saying that if some of you will decide to show that you have onboarded people with credentials that are there because they believe in you and can help you, it of course will add to the credibility of yourselves and for your startup in the eyes of the investors. Saying, this person that I've onboarded didn't take anything from me. I didn't promise him equity, I'm not paying his salary, but he believes in me. He believes enough because he understands, he sees prospect, I mean, and he wants to be part of it. So in that way, it makes sense, but, and be careful here, you don't need to hide behind someone else's skirt, as we say. Always put yourselves first. Your startups will always rely on you more than anyone else. So no need to bring a big name. And you know, when it's too much of a big name, I mean, whomever listens to you understand that this person is not really there because it's like he's coming to work. It's just, I don't know what you promised them. So it also needs to make sense in a way, okay? But the point is correct and should be considered, absolutely. Anyone else? Jonas, Darius, you want to share anything from your wide experience? Yeah.
My wide experience is telling that do whatever it takes and learn from the mistakes. Because can you tell, do you know at least just, you know, averages or percentage, how many successful startups have been fucked up before? Because I think when you did
Sorry, how many successful startups
did fuck ups before? Like how many times they failed before getting successful? Because if you're doing fail once, if you're doing fail twice, let's say you're getting the experience of why you did those mistakes, and when you're going second, third, fourth time doing something, I think you're bringing much more experience, and also the investors are looking differently to you because you already had
about pitching or about startups.
about startup by itself.
So how many startups they failed before a successful startup?
Yeah, like I think it's not very big percentage of startups who already did startup from the first time successfully. I think most of the startups, they did some mistakes before that.
Listen. We all make mistakes and we all fail. And if I will tell you that it takes 10 times before, so you say also, well, great, I've done only 4, I have 6 to go. Or on the other side, you will say, well, maybe I've done over it and it didn't work for me. I don't think that the number here is important. The fact is that you're all gonna fail. Let's just decide on it, okay? It's easy to go this way. You're all gonna fail. And you know what? If you fail, do it big time. Fail miserably. Now ask me, what is failure? One will say the team decided to quit. Others will say we didn't get the money. No one believed in us. Someone else will say we couldn't even get it to the point where any customer will talk to us. Others, you understand? So even the failure as a failure has many faces. And I don't think that right now what we want to consider, what we want to speak about is there any kind of a formula that we can use? Because again, if we don't know who are the investors here, it's a problem. If we don't know how much they go for, it's another problem. Because if I'm sitting with an investor that usually can invest 50K, and these guys want to raise 500,000, what's the sense of the discussion even? Well, what can I get? 50K and I start collecting 50Ks? It doesn't make sense. So what I'm saying is that this information can be found and should be found by you before coming to demo day. Of course, most of you have a number in their mind. You know, maybe, no, not most of you. Some of you know exactly how much they need. But definitely they will say, well, if we need 1 million, if we will say 1 million, no one will listen to us. We will never reach it. Maybe you're not offering the right information for someone to give you $1 million. Maybe you need to show much more traction and maybe some sales to get it. I can tell you that before coming here, I was approached by a person in a group of, so he's speaking on behalf of an investor that is willing to invest about $5 million in startups. He didn't say a quota, how many, but he said 5 million, but I want to see good technology, good team, and some sales. He didn't say how much sales. He didn't say ARR of something. What am I saying to you? I'm saying to you, money is like garbage. It's everywhere. I know it doesn't make sense to you because you see only Lithuania. What, I need to persuade you there are people with money in Lithuania? Come to Patsy. I will show you how many of them. Many. Yes, there are many people with money. Not all of them are investors. I mean, if I have money, it doesn't make me an investor. Definitely not an investor in startup. Definitely not if I think a startup equals homeless. Then where am I going with this? So you need to make sense of things, and maybe your money is not here. Maybe your money is somewhere else, but what is standing in front of you now is February 10th. This will not change. And you need to be ready for February 10th. What we're doing now is maybe trying to make you prepare more than that, but this is what you have in front of you. You can't manage more than that. Come ready. Come ready to present in a way that at least will show that you're serious enough, that you know the business, that you come prepared, that you have something to talk about, that you can show for yourself. You can show technology, and you can show a team, and you can show a potential 1 or 2, 3 customers that might become one, but are willing to talk to you. That you have programmed something, that you're not just showing an empty presentation and just like a baby saying, okay, give me the money, then I will do it. No, it doesn't work this way. It just doesn't. And if you said, Darius, you need to play according to the rules of the game, these are the rules of the game. The rule of the game says that the more that you will do by yourself, the more you will earn. The more ability you will have to show for yourself, the more ability that you will raise more money and give less equity. The more are your chances to really reach the market. Now, how would you feel if instead of you, I will do your presentation instead of you? Okay, what are the chances you think that I might do better than you? Let me tell you, 100%.
Yeah, sure.
Why 100%? Why would I do it better than it's your startup? You're the creator, you dreamt about it. Why will I present it better than you?
Because you know much better the steps of building startup, and
But
actually,
we're talking about 3 minutes presentation, Darius. Only about it. Why will I present in this 3 minutes better than you?
because you're teaching people how to do that, so you already know.
But it's your startup, not mine.
But you can take the name of any startup and you exactly know the basics of the scheme of how to create a great presentation.
So let's go your way. I want to teach you the scheme. I want to give you everything I have in way of experience, and you will do the same scheme. Will you do it like me?
I could think.
Okay, let's go over the scheme, which I already said. But what I want to say is probably like this. When I will present, number one, I'm an Israeli, right? Already, if you're Lithuanian, I'm Israeli, already I get a little bit ahead. Then my age, get a little bit more ahead. Then my credentials, a little bit more ahead. So if you follow this scheme, you say, listen, Tal, about Israeli, I can't do anything, but I lived for 3 years in Germany. Well, it's not nothing, it's a little bit forward. Then, well, I'm young, but what I have for young, I can show for experience. Meaning, I've been a programmer for 5 years, not sitting at home programming stupid things. I work for this giant, which, by the way, my job in Choose a Name was not just to program. I was heading the programmers team, but international, because we had 5 local and another 20 international. In some country, I managed this team. What I'm saying to you, who will go and check? I'm saying to you, no one. But you need to have balls to say it. You need to be able to build your own story in a way that everything that I have right now, which you lack, you can cover with what you have. Because you understand it's a competition about credibility. It's nothing more than that. Now my business is to speak. You wake me in the middle of the night, give me a subject, your startup, I probably speak about it better. That's what, but this is my trade. This is my profession. We are not in competition on profession. We're in competition on your startup, on your technology. Your technology is not your profession. Your profession is being able to make it. But what you make is not a profession, it's technology. Let's speak about the technology. Let's speak about what you can do and I cannot do is what you do is technology. Put this first. By the way, all the investors listening to you will be like me. They will not be like you. There will be people who know how to speak about what others do. But you're a doer. And as a doer, it's your responsibility not just to do, but to show that you do. Don't expect anyone to guess that you are that good without telling I'm that good. In what way? Not in saying I'm the best like I say all the time, but show it in way of results, of actions. What have you done? In a country with no investors, in a blizzard with snow and no one smiles, against all odds, you by yourself in your small crib programmed something that the whole world needs. Who can say otherwise? Who can say otherwise? What do you think? They will be insulted? They will love you. They will love you even if they are Lithuanians, because they do understand what the people that listen to you, their thing is to make money. You need to speak in money language, not in your language, not in developers' language, not in marketing, in people's that make money, in people language. Now think like me. If I'm giving you, Darius, if I'm giving you 100,000 euros, what troubles me? Do you know to manage my money? Will my money be used for something good? What is the result of my money? How far can you go with my money? What will my money generate in your company? And then, how do I make sure that you don't go away and run away with my money? How do I make sure that your company doesn't die with my money? How do I make sure that I will see my money back? Speak money language to people. Take all this, translate it in your presentation. It's that easy. That easy. Can you do that? Can you open your presentation and present to me in money language? Because this is the expectation from February 10th. And for that matter, for everything else that you do, when you look for the money. If you will have to show your app, and your app will have 5,000 users, and you have launched 3 months ago, and you will show how it grows, and you will show what you have done so far to make it so. Who are your partners? Who are your co-founders? Who believes in you? Who will believe in you? How will you reach them? How you will increase? The fact that you will give it 100%, not 99, 100%. And you will make it with my money or without my money. This is when you become interesting to me. Because I'm not your life support. I'm not your life support. I'm a partner. I'm here to help you. I'm here to enjoy all the fruits that your little tree, your little bush will grow to. I will enjoy them with you. Not just me, with you. But you will make it grow. And you need my money to give it what it needs in the beginning, to buy the products. Not to make the tree, to support the tree. Am I clear? I'm not giving you money for the technology. I'm giving you things around the technology that will help you. Because if your mind is not into making the technology, there will be no technology. And I'm helping you. And you will make it with me or without me. It will just take you longer, or you will find someone else who will be more lucky. And when someone presents me a startup like this, I'm staying without words and I'm saying, you know what? It's very simple to me, yes or no. For me, as the one taking the decision on my money, I go for it, I don't go for it. There's nothing more to say. It's simple. And this is what we want. Now speaking to you as an investor, this is what we want. I want the best of the best. But I know if I don't have the money, a Lada and a Mercedes are both cars. If I want a Mercedes, it's expensive. I need to pay for it a lot of money. If I just want to go from place to place, I can buy the Lada, or I can take a taxi, a Bolt, or a bus, or a train. There are ways to do it. But I want my name tied up with success. I want to show, even to myself, why did I go with you? How did you impress me so much? Because you knew to talk nice? Yes. Because you made sense? Yes. Because you know the market? Of course. Because you have reached to others bigger than me and spoke to them by your own right. No one introduced. You went. You knocked on the door. You are willing to give everything that you have. By the way, you do entitled for vacation, and you do have a family to support, and I appreciate it. Don't expect you to be Superman. I need you to make sense. I need you to say that you respect me, that you respect my money, that you will take good care of it, that you will report to me on time. Yes, this is what you said. You just took my money, you report to me. You don't want to report to me, don't take my money. Listen, I can tell you horrible stories. Something I had, I even told you this, I remember. It was when I was here last time. Listen. Okay, never mind. Try and make something of what I said. Believe me, this I can guarantee. When you will speak this way, people not will just like to work with you. They will tell about you. They will tell others how amazing you are. How for the first time, someone speaks sense to them. How because this is what investors always, most of the time say. As much as you're saying, where are the investors that need your money, they're saying it's opposite. Where are the good startups? It's a good startup. What is the good startup? It's people. It's people with good idea and great capabilities to perform on it. That simple. Can you do that? If you can, show me. Now is your money time. Can you do it, Darius?
I will on 10th of February.
10th of February. Thank you. So at least until 10th of February, you can reach out to me and see me and talk to me as much as you want and more. But I think that, again, this is not rocket science. I didn't tell you something that you never heard before, or that I think. Tell me if anything of what I said doesn't make sense to you. I mean, something you're not sure if this comes before that, or you think it's just a 5-cent bullshit. I mean, whatever runs through your mind, but you will be on 10th of February presenters, and the way that you do your showmanship is very important. But without having the right ammunition, you are firing blanks. No one will be impressed. Smiling and nicey and pucci doesn't make you. It's not cheeky picky. Okay, you need to be on target. You need to be on target, which is my company's name. Lithuania is on target just now. You need to be on target. I'm serious. You can look it up. Any questions from the screen? All you sad faces. Darius is the only one smiling. Jonas, no? Any questions? Guys,
I'm smiling too.
Open your microphone. Yes, Jonas, what are you saying?
I'm saying I'm smiling too.
Oh, this is your smile. So I just kind of missed your smile with kind of, oh my God. Any feedback, Jonas? Something you can share with us? Where you're going with this?
So far, just really inspired to go further. Just that.
Really? Because look at Tadas, he's inspired to stop.
Searching for the help from the God.
Yeah, okay, so I just make sure everyone here on the screen scheduled a meeting with me, yes?
Yes.
You all, okay. By the way, you're all from Vilnius or anyone from Kaunas?
Vilnius.
I'm from another city.
I just want to say I had a great fun cheering yesterday for Žalgiris. No offense, I'm just saying. But Rytas Vilnius should go take lessons in playing basketball. But sadly, I will not be here next week when my group, Maccabi Tel Aviv, is coming to play against Žalgiris for the EuroLeague. But again, Žalgiris played, you know the problem with Žalgiris. I mean, they play good, only when it comes to the money time, they fail. They were this close, one shot of Ritas from losing. It was that close for Žalgiris, but they led the entire game. It was a nice game. The only downside was waiting near 40 minutes in the line to get into the arena. There was a line. It was cold. It was, I don't know, chilling 10, and I don't know.
It was first time sold out all arena.
Sold
since
out.
2019.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Amazing, really. And then it was fun because everyone around me was cursing in Russian, and I know to curse in Russian, so I felt really good about shouting at everyone like this. But nice thing here, I didn't see, like in Israel, it doesn't work this way. I mean, fans from both teams were sitting next to one another. In Israel, they will shoot one another. I mean, they were fighting. Here, and both sides, like the fans, the ones that they bring, the crazy ones, they act so nice. I mean, I should take photos and bring it to Israel for people to see how you should behave, although you're competition. But it was very nice. I enjoyed the game. Did you see that? Did you see it?
Too many arrests probably on these happens, so they are acting nice.
Ah, okay. Okay, guys, any more tips that you wanna know, some insights that you wanna know? Realizing that this event is just like, 3 minutes in your life. It will have really no much impact on anything that you will do after it nor before it. And I can say that I did bring Israeli investors. I think even to cohort 1 and 2 when I was also moderating. But then came I don't know what, and I stopped. You see, they also changed. I was not aware why it changed, but they changed. We will be reaching Israeli investors. I'm telling you, the ones between you that, I mean, amongst you that are doing good, will meet also Israeli investors just because they have money and they want to invest in good startups, which is good people. So you will have discussions with them more. You're staying in touch with me. This is not the end of everything. We will have Wednesday. Now let's speak for a second about the Wednesday. I want really to use the Wednesday for you to present. I think you should present it. I mean, to me, that will be presenting a whole different than you used to present in your rehearsals. First of all, because today you got a lot of information that I would recommend you put into good use. You should. Second, you should remember that even with me, you should say things that you're about to do and didn't do. For instance, if you understand the importance of speaking to potential customers, which is very important, you should say, listen, in this slide, I'm going to speak about the potential customers, but I want to know who they are. And I want to know if you think there is a challenge for you to reach them, then maybe we can help. I think that if you will be able to say that you spoke to potential customer in US or even in Israel, it's very impressive. I mean, it's impressive to whomever listens to you that you have actually went outside the country and spoke to them. And I think I can help you with this. So what I need you to know is to know what you need, to know what help you think you need to make a bigger impression. By the way, saying to investors, we are already in talks with other investors, or we have an LOI, super impressive. I mean, the fact that you want to raise 400 and you will say, well, and we have secured 200 or 100, it means that there is already someone crazy enough believing in you. They will only need to join with the money. And I will remind you the great example of Exos AI. Exos AI of Mendugas raised €1 million coming from this program in first cohort.
who is, what he did.
What Exos AI does?
What is the startup about?
Yeah, so Exos AI is a platform that is used by call centers and can identify speech while going on
Okay.
and improve the engagement from the side of the service center. Meaning he can understand what not went wrong should be improved in the conversation for the next time. Because sometimes there is conversation between a center and a customer that doesn't end up good. So he improves on it. Now, I should say that Mendugas, by his own right, is an entrepreneur, not a young one, meaning he's long time in the business. He is also, I don't know if a major shareholder, but a shareholder in the company that last year raised 30 million. Forgot the name. Everyone was speaking about it. So he's a shareholder. I mean, the guy. No.
I saw some.
In Previo,
I saw some maybe NFQ helping them, but I saw something like that.
anyways, he's a shareholder in a company that raised one of the biggest rounds that you have in your region, like millions.
It's
That's
Interactio.
This one.
Which one?
Interactio.
Yeah.
So he's a major, I think, shareholder. So he did it. And I think his name as a successful entrepreneur, of course, helped. By the way, I have no doubt, after your first exit, raising money like this, anywhere you will go, say, I've done my first exit, they're with you. They don't ask any questions. They don't care for your startup. What do you need? Because you made it. This is how they think. Okay, so what you need to do, again, which I think, at least by speaking is easy, is to give him enough evidence that you can trust me. I know what I'm doing. Looking at your name.
Ignorant.
Looking at you, Ignis, okay, and looking at young people.
Young people are old.
No, doesn't come same. I mean, the expectations would be, first of all, that you will have a longer story because you live longer. And that you will have maybe also more failures, but also more success. And saying, well, this is my first startup is a turnoff. You shouldn't say it. If someone asks, you should say it. But no, so don't give it. So when you speak and you because you're unexperienced and being Lithuanians, you have something in your mind that you like to say the word to be honest. Who asked you to be honest? By the way, every second sentence with you is to be honest. Don't be honest. Meaning, just don't be. No need. You don't need to give information that you were not asked because it's a turnoff. If you are in the middle of a research and you will not be investing full time, it's a turnoff. If your business should raise hundreds of millions, it's a turnoff. Because you will feel the same if you were on the other side of the table or in the second chair. So again, what it needs to make sense, not for you, for the people who listen to you. When you are a presenter, when you are an actor on stage, you don't go on stage to satisfy yourself, but for your audience. They need to be happy. So make them happy. Tell them what they want to hear. Did you ever go into a conversation, an argument, and in the end you heard yourself, you said, you know what, I will tell you what you want to hear, just leave me alone. Why did you say it? Because you know this is what will end the conversation. Is which you tell the I will tell you what you want to hear. Is that okay? Instead of saying it, just do it. Get into their minds, not into yours. You're not there to be nice and all that. And they will say, amazing presentation, no money for you, but very nice. The product is shit. How is the service? Amazing. Pay for the product. It's that simple. Put your minds into it. So what I want to say on Wednesday, all of you, you will make, of course, I don't make you, it's up to you, but you will do good use of your time doing your 3 minutes and getting a feedback. So I come here, I say hello, and we start presentation. I think the ones that who will be here physically and present, of course, I can also give feedback on how you stand. You remember, women always do this with the legs, no need. Men have problem with the hands. You will find solution for all. The idea is that you will be able to stand, and I think you did it. I mean, you had a rehearsal. You were here physical, yes, so you did it. Anyone gave you feedback, by the way, on how you stood or how you spoke from?
No, we just got feedback about the product and
The
so on.
presentation.
Yeah, but no, nothing about
Yes.
physical area.
Yes, but I think we all have experience in looking at someone and feeling, Mantas, it's not.
But it hurt my neck a bit.
No need. So you very easily get a feedback, like for yourself as a person who comes out as assertive, who is someone that you just don't feel. You're trying to look at the person, but he does things that you just can't look. You just let it end. You don't want to be this person. You don't want to stare and talk to someone like this or intimidate or throw things at them. You want to make sense of who you are. By the way, did you see the video of the demo day?
Yes, yeah.
Did you see? What did you think?
Half, not also that's all, but half. Little simple, I think. Yes, not.
But how do you think about the people that stood? Anyone kind of made more impression on you when you listened to them, or how they stood, moved, spoke?
Simple. How and we like students, there is no something.
Like all the things, not so impressive.
I would recommend.
Some pretty good ones.
I would ask if you saw, for instance, Mantas from Be Bright. If not, I recommend you see the Be Bright presentation. Mantas himself. The guy is a performer. He is a true performer. He has brilliant English and he's just doing a performance. I advise you to look. He's not mistaken, he's not shy, he's not standing here like, I don't want to be here. Some of you have it, like, why am I here? I don't know why you're here, you want money from us, that's why you're here, and to tell you. You need to be comfortable, you need to attract the room. People need to want to look at you. People should not be embarrassed, people should not feel uncomfortable looking at you. You don't need to start by apologizing, sorry for this, sorry for that, and you didn't do it, you did that, and did who? Oh my God, you had 4 months to get ready for the fucking 3 minutes, sorry for the language. And now you feel it, now you're not ready. So when will you be ever ready? Who will give you money? Will you give money to someone who you came especially to see and it sounds unreasonable? Says to you, well, honestly, sorry, this is not my last present. Why would you like to listen to someone? Would you like someone to repair your, I don't know, plumbing? If the guy says after 10 minutes, sorry, I didn't bring what I need, I'll see you going. Go, don't come back, just go. So why does it make sense for you to say things like this to people? If you're not trained and you're not aware and you're not in the room, this is what will happen. If you will come before time and you will relax it, of course you cannot be 100% relaxed, but you can relax. You give yourself time, be here first. Walk to the person, make first contact. Try and close the deal before you do the presentation. Talk to them personally, say their name, know something about them. You don't need to say to everyone, just the one. Know their name. They ask you a question, thank them for the question and ask to them in their name when you answer. This is how they will remember you. This is how you will stand out. Don't be too blushy, too like a kid. Like someone tells you, you have no air. You can blush all over. What happened? It's a meeting between people. Don't be overexcited. It doesn't come out good. Think the impression when you're here and someone stands there. Do it. This is why I want you all to present. So some of you will be sitting here and some of you will be standing there. So at least you will feel what you will sit here like an investor. I will wear a hat on you. We'll say investor, and you will see exactly what I mean. You will feel it. And I need you to feel it. And this is how you will improve. Present, no other way. And I'm saying this because I'm recorded. Remember, from today until demo day, you have enough days and you don't need Tech Hub and you don't need me to schedule 4 of you, 3 of you. Let's go on Zoom. I present, you two give feedback. Then he present, then we two give feedback. Help one another. Practice makes perfect. You are not born presenters, but you need to be, because that's the rules of the game. This is the format. Do it. Do it. Be present in the room. Make it count. Even if it's the last time you will do it. Show that you believe in your idea. Show that you know what you bring to them. Show the business. Without money, talking to money people, you're not here. You can bring a lot of good to the world, but without speaking money, why are they here? What are they, doctors? Is this a doctor convention? No, it's money. We don't understand this, but so we are here to explain to you what you don't know. How this is going to make money. Not, okay, I brought you a great opportunity and now you take it. Excuse me, I come to work for you or I come to invest in you. What's the deal? What's the game here? You understand? You understand? Are you here? Yes, someone. Enough? Okay. Again, I'm asking if you have any questions because I can drill your mind more and more. But please tell me, who is going to present on Wednesday? Are you all going to present to me? Are you guys going to present? Good. 1. Yes, 2, 3.
I don't know, I am not ready.
Everybody, I think.
You want?
I'm not ready because she changed the term little. But maybe I will try and I'm.
Are you in the demo that you present in English? Yes.
I don't know, maybe I don't go until demo day because third round, maybe after third round only 10, 12 continue.
We are having third rehearsal on February 3rd, and then they choose only half of us, and then it will be a demo. So only half of us will do this.
Just a second. So let's just do something. Okay, thank you so much. Don't go away. Thank you so much for the Zeh. We will present. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. And stop this. How do I? Here. You are now.